Looking to host an elegant high tea, but don't know where to start? Designer Jane Lockhart is here to help. Jane, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me. This is such a fun topic.
It really is, and
Yes.
this is something that people can definitely bring into their homes, especially timely for Mother's Day. So
Yes.
where can we begin?
Well, high tea is something that we were just saying that it's kind of having a renaissance, and people are going to hotels to have it. So you can just have it at home. It's great for bridal showers, everything. So when you're going to do this, it's kind of a little bit of purchasing and a little bit of searching at home.
Okay.
And where you want to start is with your color palette. So what colors do you want to focus on?
Okay.
So here I have green. It just happened to be pink and a little bit of blue. But it can be really any color that you happen to have, you know, of a tablecloth, because we're going to start by layering on our tables. One case where you actually want to use tablecloth.
Okay, perfect.
And if you don't have one, you could purchase a runner. Now this is actually another tablecloth here, but I've just kept it folded to make a nice decorative runner. So there's lots of ways you can do this to make it interesting. You can use placemats or not. Most times we just kind of lay it out, because the whole purpose of high tea is this idea of this tray set that is like a tiered cake tray.
Yeah, and this just kind of brings in those ideas when we do think of high tea.
Yes.
We think of something quintessential like this. So talk a little bit about the setup here.
So this is the way, if you go out for high tea, they'll bring you one of these, and they're basically a three-tiered cake plate, if you will. And usually what happens is you have your scones, you'll have little finger sandwiches. I just don't happen to have those today.
That's okay. We got desserts.
Yeah. Heavy on the dessert on this one. And then you'll have little tiny little squares or little cookies at the top. But different high tea will have different things, but the key thing with high tea is having the scones. So scones are like a dry bread that's sort of small shaped, bun shaped, but they're usually sweet. And then you put it with something called clotted cream. Yeah,
So
it's really good. If you've ever had it, you'll know. You always have to ask for the clotted cream.
And then some jam on top. It really adds to that elegance. But the whole display that you have here is so cohesive, one, and then we have, you know, all of those floral notes as well.
Yes.
But of course, it's called high tea, so how do we keep tea as the main focus?
Okay, you're right. I was digressing to the dessert. So tea really is the focus here, and often, again, if you go out, they'll have a box of tea, which you can duplicate yourself. Lots of people have their favorite teas, and there's lots of teas from around the world, really, that you can have. But make your teapot really the centerpiece. You can give each person a little teapot, or if you have a larger pot or a couple different teas going. And then, you know, I'll just say, lots of people have teacups. Like I have a set of teacups from my grandma, and none of them match. They don't have to, and you'll notice here we have kind of a mix and match. This is from Pottery Barn, and this has been one of their most popular collections, which just says people are really interested in seeing a return to floral and decorative and dainty and pretty. So it kind of fits what we're seeing is this resurgence of traditional pieces, and it happens to be combined with something that's very social and comfortable.
It really is, and it's such a beautiful thing, especially like if you go thrifting, for example. There's always stunning teapots or teacups that you can able to pick up, no problem.
And they're authentic, you know, they're the real thing. So even if you purchase a few pieces to supplement what you already own, it's kind of a nice way to have something that you can always pull out, whether it's you and your grandma or you and your girlfriends. It's really a fun thing to do.
It is so cute. How do you suggest when it comes to laying out the table? Is it like a buffet style almost, or do you think everything should be set out before guests come?
I think it's more of a set out before guests come, because I think you want them to enjoy the aesthetic. Part of high tea is the fact that it's every little piece. For instance, on our napkin here, you can see our napkin ring, which is really pretty and something that you want people to experience. You may have a little teaspoon, which is, again, we don't see teaspoons used very often because most people are in a paper cup going somewhere. So setting out all those little accoutrements that you may have or your family has, it's a good time to pull it all out and layer the tabletop with all of it.
It really is those small little pieces of detail. If people are thinking about, you know, maybe now the gears are turning and they're like, maybe I should do a high tea party for Sunday Mother's Day, where can people get more information?
They can find me at janelockhart.com.
Amazing. And Jane, just some of the items that you have here, where, like these little plates, where do you get those?
Those are Pottery Barn, but there's also, you can look, Pottery Barn obviously has all the pretty things, and then you can supplement with places like Amazon, because you never know what you find.
No, there's so many different great things. Jane Lockhart, appreciate your time this morning, giving us some ideas with Mother's Day on Sunday. We're going to have all this information on our website at chch.com/morninglive. Good morning. So cute.